Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to open and resize a PowerPoint presentation that you'll be using to upload into the site, into Canvas as your assignment. And then later, you'll be using that same type of template to submit your presentation and to print it. So first, I want to show you what a normal PowerPoint looks like. So I'll open, so here's PowerPoint, I already have it open. So here's a preview of chapter 7. You haven't seen this before, but all these pages over here that I show in class are essentially an 8.5 by 11. They're a little bit bigger than that, but when they print out, for instance, they're 8.5 by 11, and the fonts are similar. Well, if these were on a poster in the hallway or in a classroom or something, people wouldn't be able to read them particularly well. There'd be a lot of really small font. And so what we need are bigger titles and bigger words and things like that. But in order to do that, we would be taking up too much of the space. So you can see this is a 50-point font right here. You can read it pretty easily. If we did that on a poster, there'd be plenty of room to have all sorts of other information on there. Whereas on this small 8.5 by 11, there's hardly any other space to do that. So the first thing we want to do is open up a new file. So we don't need this PowerPoint anymore. So we're going to open up a new presentation like that, or you can do the shortcut. And this is on a Mac, so you can, obviously on a PC, things are a little bit different. And forgive me if I do a lot of ums and hesitations, because I have to do this in one shot, one take. So this is a title, and you can have various different layouts. So here's the layout. And if you don't see these shortcuts right here, you can view them. You can view shortcuts. Right here, there are various different layouts. You can choose one of these templates, like this one where you have 2 columns and you're going to add a title and then you're going to add stuff over here. I'm just going to do a blank one for right now. And so right now, this is, again, the same size PowerPoint as you usually have, and we don't want that. So we're going to change the layout. I'm sorry, we're not going to change the layout. We are going to change, we're going to do File and then Page Setup over here. And right here, you can see that we have, it's 13 by 7.5. So we're going to change that. So remember, your poster should be 24 by 36 or 36 by 24 at least. It can be bigger if you want it. It's fine. It'll be more expensive to print, but you're welcome to do that. So I'm just going to change this to 36 by 36. OK. And we do not want to scale it, because scaling it will, again, change everything. And we want to scale it for a poster. So now, so this is 36 by 36. So watch what happens when I add a text box. So I'm going to add a title up here, which is what you have to do just for your mini assignment. So you can either double click up here. Notice the text box comes up. Or click away, or you can use the shortcut here, text box, and you can single click and it'll put in a text box. So this text is going to be 60-something font. So I can just write title of my PowerPoint or title of my poster. I'm going to change, and I'm going to take this title and I'm just going to move it where I think it's centered. What you have to do is you have to move it where it's exactly centered. So I'm going to click in it. I'm going to center it right here so this box is centered. But notice that there's a ruler here. So the ruler will help you center it as well as the template. So let me switch the template so that you have that as well. So here's layout. So here's the template view. And notice it says click to add title. I'm going to take the title of my poster. So I'm going to, here's my title. I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to move this box. And I'm going to add a title. So here's my, I'm going to give you another way of doing this as well when I'm done. So I'm going to center that. You can also go to the formatting menu. But notice this is taking up a lot of room. So I'm gonna move it. So I'm gonna take this little thing, I forgot what they're called, and I'm gonna squish it up like that. There's my poster title. But this is 36 by 36. So this font is 150 something. So I'm gonna change this font to 36 and watch what happens. So you can barely see it. And the reason that you can barely see it is that this is actually 36 inches. So if it was 36 inches and it was a font of 36, you'd actually be able to read it pretty easily. And the reason that is because I have shrunk this 36 to 6 by 36 on my computer. This is about 10 by 10 inches right now. So go down here and enlarge it. You can either click on this and enlarge it to 200%, or you can use the little slider here. Do OK. So now here's my poster title there. I can slide back and forth. I can slide up and down. Okay, but now I'm going to go back to fit so I can see the whole thing. I'm going to fit. Okay, so there's my poster title. I'm going to take this column and I'm going to stretch it so it fits all the way on the left side. Take this one, do the same thing. So it's already centered, sort of. I know I moved the one on the left. And move this one to the right. So if you've never done this before, this is going to take you quite a bit of time. And it's a necessary skill to have either in upper division undergraduate courses at a university, in graduate school, in any type of certificate program, in nursing, in many, many, many businesses when you make a presentation. And better that you're doing it now than you're under the gun at another time. So we're going to add a topic here. And notice again, this font is 100 and something. So the poster title, 36 minimum, the font over here, 24 minimum, but your font should be relatively consistent. So actually, I'm going to change the poster title font to 48, in fact, so because I'll have 3 different sizes. So a way to change all of the font inside, you can double click on it, and now you have it highlighted, and now you can change the font size to whatever you want. Or you can highlight that text box. I'm going to just highlight the text box, and same thing. I'm going to change it to 48. So in this text box, I do not want this bullet point right there, so I'm going to click off the bullet point. So my topic is going to be test 2, which happens on Wednesday of next week. Wednesday of next week is the 10th. So it's Wednesday the 10th. And it happens, and it's chapters 4, 5, and 6, which deals with physical development. But these fonts are pretty big, as I said. So I'm going to do my sub-topic heading at 36. And I'm going to do the content at 24. Those are the minimums you should have. But these need to be bullet points. So again, I'm going to go up here to bullets, and I got bullets. And now I definitely cannot see it, so I'm going to increase the size. So I have those. And you can adjust this space here as well. I'm not going to adjust it right now, but this space you might want to adjust. And I'm going to do the second part in a minute on another video.